On June 23, 2021, a new subway line was opened in Shanghai, the Line 15 subway line, which adds up to 16 subway lines in Shanghai and adding the subway stations to 443 subway stations entirely in Shanghai. The Line 15 is a special subway line because it runs without any conductors in the train. It is automatically controlled from the control center, which is not in the train itself. And the Line 15 runs from Baoshan district right down south to Minhang district. Its end station is the Jiju High Tech Park in Minhang district, and right up to the Gongchun Park in Baoshan district. Line 15 links up with other stations. There are 29 stations in all on Line 15, and it has interchanges with many subway stations, about 6 of them in number. I'm going to list them to you in a bit. Line 7 is interchanged at Gongchun Park itself, which is the terminal station of Line 15. And then you have a next interchange in Shanghai West Railway Station, where you could interchange to Line 11. And then you go down to Da Du He, which from where you can interchange to Line 13. Lo Shangang Lu, around Dongshan Park area, you can interchange to Line 2. And then Guilin Park, you can also interchange to Line 12. And then right down to the Shanghai South Railway Station, where you have about 2 stations, 2 subway lines interchanging with Line 15 there. The Line 3 and the Line 1. Subway Line 15 is one of the latest subway, like the 16th subway constructed in Shanghai, and this shows that it has to be located pretty deep. Its tunnel was dug pretty deep into the ground, and as we go, this is the cockpit. I'm standing right here at the cockpit of the subway train, and right where the conductors should be standing, but literally it's constructed for normal passengers like us to stand there. And from here I can see the whole subway line as it goes, and that happens either way, on its way up or on its return back, which means that the subway is totally automated. It's automatically conducted with no drivers at all. I know it has been tested and the risks are few, and it has been trusted, and we all trust it. You could see me standing right in front there, and with full confidence and trust with modern technology. Right out from the exit, you get first of all, you've got to go about 10 meters deep. That's to the first level, where we have the kiosks for selling train tickets, and where we got security checks before you board on the subway trains. And from here, we still descend another 10 meters deep, which means probably the subway is located about 20 to 25 meters underground, which is pretty much, it shows how hardworking and how technology works very much here in China. subway lines in Shanghai are labeled with colors, and each subway line has its unique color, and you could just check for the colors and you know exactly which subway line is that. As you can see, this is line 15 and it's labeled with the orange color, which means all the subway stations are colorfully dressed with the orange color. And you can see right here that in each subway station there is a broad screen which indicates the timing of the train, the departures and the arrival of trains from different directions. Equally, in every subway station there are toilets, clean toilets with cleaners taking care of it for people with emergencies. And right here is the base end of the train where we board onto the subway train itself, and we use an escalator of about 10 meters high. We have both escalators and elevators that lead us to the second platform where we check in to the subway station, and equally security checks and check in with subway cards. And we use telephones and all kinds of methods with the subway app to get onto the subway. And from this level we also use escalators of about 10 meters high to get out of the subway station. So here is the waiting area, people loitering around waiting for the train to approach the station. In the waiting area of every subway station, there is a big Shanghai subway map on there, from where you can see the different subway lines and you could check your direction on where you want to go. And these subway lines are quite numerous. They link the both halves of Shanghai, the Puxi and the Pudong part of Shanghai. Every subway station carries a clear map of the subway station, which shows you clearly the different platforms. From where you get off the train, you could see exactly how to get out of the subway, the different exits, what direction to go. And it gives you the general map of the area where you're going. So from here, you could know exactly how to go to wherever you're going, because definitely you're not going to the subway station, you're going somewhere around the subway station. Yeah, the train is arriving and everyone's queued up in lines. There should be two lines, one on each side of the doors, and the middle part left free for people to exit the subway stations. While people want to get on board, they use the sides to get on board. Right now, the train is approaching, and there are constant announcements, warnings, and indicators on the subway station that keep people in order not to cause chaos. People are pretty few here right now, but usually it's a busy place. This is about 9 p.m. so we've got just fewer people here. It's 9 p.m. in Shanghai right now, and you can see there's still quite few people here in the subway. During the rush hours, you wouldn't believe the number of people using the subways. It's pretty convenient and it's time guaranteed. Whereas if you use the public transportation in the nature of taxis, or you drive a personal cars, there are quite a lot of limitations as to driving hours on specific routes, and this could make people go late to work, or doesn't guarantee your time efficiency. There approach the train. No conductor. It stops on its own. opens the doors automatically, waits for an average period of time for everyone to get on board, and closes the door and moves on. Exactly, you can see right there, that's the cockpit area. That should be the cockpit area, but there is no driver, so it's just cleared open and there is no one there conducting the train. And we just went there, stood there, and took a video and few conducting.
换乘列车的首列登车时间，打开饮水不开柜，手机收纳肯定有，请等待走道。谢谢。Next station, doors are open.
I'm gonna go right here, the cockpit, where there is no conductor at all, and I'm gonna stand there to watch as the train flies through its tunnel to the next station. And the fun of it could be quite amazing. Let's go there and check it in a bit.
Next station, Hongchuan Road. Doors are open on the left.
红川路到了，出站的乘客请手持车票，依次通过闸机验票后出站。
There are quite a lot of warnings as you get into the subway station, and what you can hear right there is alerting that please grab the rails while you step on the escalators. The escalators are very high. Like I told you earlier, you can see we're going to be rising here for close to 10 meters or above 10 meters high using the escalators and going to the checkout area of the subway train. Here we'll be checking out of the subway. We use the subway cards, or we use QR code blended by the subway app, and we scan on there and the gates opens and it deducts money. Thank you for watching the video. The map right here shows the development over the years of the Shanghai Metro. You could see it was started in 1993 and gradually different lines were adding with different colors, and we ended here in 2018. However, the Line 15, which is automatically run with no conductors at all, was launched on January 23rd, 2021. There are still more subway coming up in this city. Thank you very much for watching, and click likes and subscribe to get more infos on Shanghai.